Tyranny, the game developed by Obsidian, who have made many impressive RPG titles, such as Fallout New Vegas and even another isometric RPG, Pillars of Eternity. Both were hits, with Pillars of Eternity selling 1.25 million copies. But even with all that experience and previous successes, Tyranny still didn't succeed. Why? In this video, I will discuss how a failure in marketing torpedoed this great game. Marketing is the most important aspect of any video game looking to make money. Tyranny's marketing was non-existent. When this game came out, I don't remember seeing any ads or seeing a single trailer for this game. The launch trailer sits at a little more than 500,000 views, while Pillars of Eternity launch trailer has 700,000 views, along with the console announcement having 1.7 million views. Pillars of Eternity was marketed more and had a much bigger launch and more sales. But how is it marketed better? Kickstarter. Kickstarter contributed a lot to the success of Pillars of Eternity. If you check out the Kickstarter page, you'll find that it made almost $4 million from donation. A little bit of a side note here, but 5 people donated at least $10,000 each. That's just like a crazy amount of money to put into a Kickstarter. This amount of money got the attention of the gaming media, making it more popular and hyped, which propelled its sales when the game finally released. Paradox and Obsidian hoped to make similar sales numbers with their new release, Tyranny. As of a year ago, the most up-to-date sales numbers show that they sold over 562,000, which is a little under half of what Pillars sold, and it took 2 years for that to happen. The sales numbers can be attributed to the poor marketing and a poor launch window. Even at Paradox, they admitted publicly it was a mistake to launch in November. They had to launch against many heavy hitters, such as the widely anticipated Dishonored 2, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and Watch Dogs 2, which didn't allow many gamers to buy Tyranny. Tyranny's story was also unique, where as opposed to being a hero fighting evil, you work for the evil empire, which was the game's tagline. Sometimes evil wins. You work as an enforcer of Kairos, the leader of the empire you work for. You either work for the disfavored, they are honor-bound warriors, who are commanded by Archon Graven Ash, or you work for the Scarlet Chorus, who are bloodthirsty killers, who are led by the mischievous Archon, the voices of Narat. Of course, there's also an anarchy and rebellion path, which they did not advertise at all, which that could have helped persuade players who don't like playing evil characters to buy this game. Down those paths, you become your own Archon of sorts, and you can choose to stay loyal to Kairos, or you can rebel and free the people of the Tiers. All these factors led into Tyranny underperforming in the eyes of the studio, but the current CEO of Paradox at the time blames another thing: nostalgia. He thinks that Pillars of Eternity was the only RPG game that the market could sustain, and it was a mistake to release the game. Here are his words: Obsidian did a great job of capitalizing on the timing of Kickstarter and the wave of nostalgia for these types of titles. We've seen that most of the titles after Pillars of Eternity, if you look at Wasteland, Torment, they haven't been anywhere near that kind of success. So maybe it's that a lot of nostalgia fed into the initial bubble, and that's why these games have a market, but it's never going to be at that peak again. So, will there ever be a Tyranny sequel? Most likely, no. Or at least not in the form we want or expect. Paradox says they are open to new pitches about what to do in the setting and world of Tyranny. He even thinks a grand strategy game in the world of Tyranny could be the next step for the franchise. So in conclusion, Tyranny, even though it was a really good game, couldn't get enough sales due to poor marketing and other factors. This has been Salty Dog. Thanks for watching. like, and subscribe.